Yo guys, welcome back to a brand new PTCGO video. Today guys, we're going to be looking at probably my favorite expanded deck right now. I mean, I tend to go through favorite expanded decks pretty easily because it's such a cool format, but this is the one that I used to finish the ladder to get that Full Art Ultra Prism Lily. I was playing my Lucario-GX Focus Sash Acerola deck, if you want to call it that, or Lucario Sash. This is the list that I've worked with. It literally just, it hasn't changed since, like, I don't know, Forbidden Light came out. This is my favorite deck. I was able to finish the ladder using this deck, beating stuff like Night March, Zoroark, Pikarom, Greninja, Zoroark, Dark decks, which there is a ton of those in Expanded. And that is one of the appeals to playing this deck. I'm just going to basically show off the deck in some games because I'm going to show off how you can beat the ladder by just playing this deck, because so many decks in Expanded are weak to fighting right now. So you can get a good odds of fighting those games, and then you just beat them because you're playing a fighting deck. So for the video, of course, shout out to the sponsor, Kirkhaven TCG. As always, guys, if you're ever looking to get your hands on any PTCGO codes, if you're trying to get Hidden Fates codes still, before they drop in price, or you're just still trying to get all those beautiful shiny cards, head over to Kirkhaven TCG and get those there. You can also get any other PTCGO code like GX codes or trainer kit codes or ETB codes for any other set. And of course, they do have a singles website too, which I have linked down below. If you do end up ordering something from Kirkhaven TCG, guys, at the checkout, use the discount code LVF for a 5% discount on your order. It supports the channel, it helps Kirkhaven, and it helps yourself out. It's literally a win-win for everybody. So shout out to Kirkhaven TCG, make sure to check them out, and use my discount code LVF. So here we go with the list. So again, this deck pretty much is just all about finding all the good decks in Expanded, which would be Zoroark GX, which would be Greninja Zoroark GX, Pikarom. Just those three decks are like pretty common in Expanded, and you run into them and you're playing Lucario. You just drop a Lucario onto your Riolu, you knock him out, and you get easy 3 prizes / 2 prizes. And this is basically the list. This list barely has changed. I'm in love with this list. Let's take a look at everything. So obviously, your main attacker is going to be literally just Lucario GX. Lucario GX has attack Aura Strike. If you evolve it from Riolu during this turn, you can do 120 damage. We just got this new shiny Lucario, so it goes really nicely with Aura Strike. And you do 120. 120 is enough to one-shot. Pikarom is enough to one-shot Zoroark GX. If you're playing against Greninja Zoroark and you have a strong energy or a Diancie in play, you knock him out that way with Aura Strike. You also have Cantera's Beatdown. Now, one of the cool combos of this deck is going to be Focus Sash. This is a very powerful deck thanks to Focus Sash. Focus Sash, basically, if your Lucario's at full health, so as long as you don't get Shrine of Punishmented, lasered, or like Jet Punched or something, the Focus Sash will keep your Lucario from getting knocked out. And so the one option you can do, if it doesn't get knocked out, you can Cantera's Beatdown them. So, you know, your opponent hits you with like a Mewtwo GX or a Reshizard GX. You just hit him with a Cantera's Beatdown and knock them out, getting easy 3 prizes. That's one way you can beat those matchups. Also, the Focus Sash allows you to play Acerola. We are playing a heavy count. We're playing 3 Acerolas in this deck, but Acerola is really good with Lucario GX because if Lucario takes a lot of damage, you just Acerola and put it right back in your hand. And the idea is you want to have at least 2 Riolus in play. You want to have one on your bench, and then you want your active to be the Lucario GX. So when it takes damage, you Acerola it back into your hand, and you bring up the other Riolu on the bench, and then bench that other one back down, and kind of just repeat that process with Acerola over and over again, as long as the Focus Sash never gets bumped. So Focus Sash is a little vulnerable to stuff like Shrine, Laser, and of course, another big one being Field Blower. But overall, this deck definitely can take down a lot of the big decks. And again, this thing just hits so many good weaknesses in Expanded right now, you can just get easy free wins. Now, obviously, one matchup that might be sketched to you could be maybe something like Night March, but I played against a few Night March decks today, grinding this deck out on the ladder to get that Lily, and I beat all of them thanks to Oricorio. This card is honestly one of the best cards in Expanded. Supernatural Dance for each Pokemon your opponent's discard pile, put 1 damage counter on your opponent's Pokemon you like. So that's basically your answer to Night March, and Night March also can't really beat Lucario with a Focus Sash. One way you can beat Night March is use Oricorio at the right moments. If you use Landorus pretty well to take out Joltix, that's how you can beat it. And then, of course, you also can just have a Focus Sash on your Lucario so that, like, Pumpkaboo and Joltik and Marshadow can't knock you out. And you can also use Lucario to take out their Shamans on their bench, or maybe a Dedenne GX on their bench to take an easy 2 prizes. So the Night March matchup, I don't think it's hard at all. I am playing Landorus, by the way, over Buzzwole, and I know there's no Buzzwole in here, but I personally would much rather have a Water-weak Pokemon than a Psychic-weak Pokemon, because if we ever run into a Psychic deck, we have Landorus that can maybe get some things going. I just think this is better than Buzzwole. There's no Baby Buzzwole in the deck either. This is the list that I've played with since this deck I created like a year and a half ago, and I never needed Baby Buzzwole Sledgehammer. I am playing that Octillery engine, the 2-1 engine. 2-2 might be better, but I've always went with 2-1. Most of the time, Octillery was never prized. It's really nice to do Abyssal Hand, help you keep finding via Seeker for Acerola, help you find the pieces to your Lucario puzzle to take knockouts. Sudowoodo's in the deck, of course, to help you against Zoroark. Got Diancie, of course, for the extra damage, and just one Tapu Lele for the Tapu Lele things that it does. That's basically it for the Pokemon. Going into the items now, we got Blower, I got Level Ball. Level Ball is something that I would like to play more of because I can find you Riolu, Octillery, and Remoraid, and Oricorio, but having one of these nice... I like doing Korrina for Level Ball and a Pokemon. Like, I can turn a Korrina into a Remoraid and a Riolu, or Remoraid Lucario, or Octillery Lucario. That's why that's good. I am playing one copy of Rescue Stretcher to be able to get my Pokemon back. One Scoop Up Cyclone. Really good card in here. Better than Computer Search and stuff like Dazzle Machine, because you just scoop your Lucario up if it never takes damage and just reuse it. 4 Ultra Balls, 4 via Seekers. 3 Brooklet Hills. We got that new, nice, beautiful full art Brooklet Hill from Shiny Hidden Fates. Well, technically Shiny Ball, but yeah, Hidden Fates. 3 Brooklet Hill. Now, I was considering maybe a Power Plant or a Silent Lab in here, just because if we run into a Keldeo GX, we have an answer to it, and I find that that might be a problem. You can also do this if you run into a Mewtwo deck, but I just still think Brooklet Hill is better. It gets you more Riolus. It helps you with that double Riolu setup that you always want to have in play. Supporters. I'm playing a lot. I'm playing Colress, 1 Cynthia, 2 Juniper, 2 Ends, 3 Acerolas, 2 Guzma. Again, Guzma's really good. Having 2 in the mem means you have better odds of hitting like a Guzma to knock out something on the bench. 3 Korrinas. Best card in the deck is honestly Korrina, to be honest. Just being able to Korrina for Lucario Focus Sash is really good. 1 Choice Band. Choice Band's still important for Lucario sometimes, for Aura Strike to actually hit the right numbers, because Strong Energy, Diancie, Choice Band lets you hit really good numbers. I got 2 Float Stones, 4 Focus Sash, again this is like the heart of the deck, and then 4 Strong Energy, and 5 Basic Fighting. And that is it for my Lucario Expanded deck. This is how I used to get that FA Lillie. It was my favorite ladder grinding deck in Expanded, and yeah, let's go show it off. Alright guys, we're going to get into some games now with the Lucario deck, showing off how I got that FA Lillie on the ladder, just because we play this deck. We find some of the best decks in the format, like Pikarom and Dark decks, and Zoroark GX being one of them. And there we go, first game. It looks like we are going to say Dark deck here, which is really good, and we can just show off the strength of how Lucario just wins games. It's so easy. You just sit there, slap a Focus Sash on, Aura Strike, ping, they're knocked out. Hopefully, though, we can get a good start going. Okay, double Riolu's great. Got the end in our hand, too. I can probably, Ultra Ball here, maybe for Remoraid, potentially. Depending on what they're playing, of course. Depending on what they are playing. Not a bad start, though. Let's see what kind of Dark deck this is. Okay, this is going to be a Greninja Dark deck. So I got 2 in play, which is pretty much how we're going to win. We just knock out both of them either by Guzma or something else. The only way they can really counteract my Focus Sash is Field Blower, and maybe if they're playing Hypnotoxic Laser. And I am a little scared of Hypnotoxic Laser, but our win condition is literally just knock 2 of these out and we win. It's not that hard to do. So, I mean, even if they have lasers, I think we'll be fine. But yeah, there's a lot of Dark decks in Expanded right now, man. It's pretty good if you just want to play this deck and get easy wins on the ladder, because if you run into a Dark deck, yeah, see, they're playing Dark Box, so I don't think they might have a Shadow Circle, but we got Brooklet Hill, we have 1 Field Blower, we should be okay. This matchup is pretty easy, to say the least. Really, the only thing that I think will get in my way is just possibly a... okay, they're actually going to get 2 Darkrai's in there yet. Dead End GX is still a little annoying, because, of course, with Laser, they can still bypass me, but we'll see how many lasers they really play. Alright, they're going to pass. Kind of makes this end not feel like a good idea. I mean, I can hold the hand. It is a pretty good hand, to be honest with you. This is I could also just Ultra Ball for Lele, get like Cynthia. But considering this hand is decent, I might just hold it and just kind of maybe detect. There's no need to end him. He didn't even do... no, he did a Cynthia. I don't want to end him though. There's like, I don't really see a point in ending him. Though I do want to set up. Maybe it, yeah, you know, screw it. Maybe it is better to end. I was thinking to just go detect, but like, I don't know. We still probably want to find a couple cards. Okay. We almost got a pretty bad hand off that, but thankfully the Remoraid and Octillery came in to save the day. And alright, we'll probably just detect here and hope to get heads. My detects haven't been getting heads though with this deck. Yeah, of course not. So if he has a Field Blower Laser, I'm gonna cry. Not the end of the world though. He could be knocking something else though. We'll see what he gets here. I did just end him into a nice new hand of 6. I don't know, maybe I should have held the hand, but looks like Detect would have gotten tails anyways, so maybe I just had to go to Detect. There's a Sky Field coming down. Unfortunately, though, my opponent cannot take advantage of that thanks to Sudowoodo being down. Sudowoodo will help us here. Usually these dark decks tend to play decks, you know, things like Sky Field, so now that we have the Widow in play, we don't have to worry too much about Sky Field being a hassle. Does my opponent have a Field Blower? There's a Dowsy Machine, which if they are playing Field Blower, now they can't use Dowsy Machine for Field Blower to counteract Focus Sash, which is pretty good. Getting rid of their own N and Guzma. I'm actually curious to see if my opponent will decide to play the N here. But they probably won't, because if I don't care if they do. But if they don't, we can still Abyssal Hand, unless they knock out Remoraid. Remoraid could get KO'd here possibly, which is the only thing I'm kind of sketched out about. But I mean, we can like Acerola potentially. But I mean, if I don't draw the Lucario off the Octillery, then it's like a waste to Acerola. But I still probably will play the Acerola if we survive. My opponent decides to put this Darkrai in play, they won't have room for any other Pokemon like Shaman or Lele or Darkrai EX, so they're going to be stuck with what they got. Yep, looks like they don't have room for anything. They probably have a supporter since I got rid of an N there. That's probably going to be a Juniper or something. Be a Seeker. Will they end me, though? It's either they go end Cynthia or Guzma. They might Guzma the Octillery. Okay, good, they're not. That was actually kind of scary. I was honestly expecting them to do that. But I guess if they did, they'd only have like one card in their hand off their prize, so it's like they probably wouldn't have much going, and they probably are just scared of me knocking them out, so I guess that's fine. Now let's see if they have a Field Blower or a Hypnotoxic Laser. I am scared of both cards. Okay, they're gonna get rid of Choice Band and Sycamore. Probably gonna get Weavile GX here. The nice thing is about this Darkrai, or not the Dark. The nice thing about having the Darkrai's on the bench is they can't bench anything here. So like they can move the energy to Weavile, but like what else are they gonna do after that? They can't do anything. There's nothing really they could move the energy off. They probably see the Focus Sash, but no, they're actually gonna choose to move it to the active to potentially attack me. Alright, we'll see if we get knocked out here through Field Blower, and it doesn't look like they are gonna get a knockout. They're gonna hit me for 210. I could Kinterra just beat down them and literally hit really hard. And that was a pretty good draw. Not that we really needed it, but still, I'll take it. If I can Acerola here, I don't think I want to. Maybe we'll just Abyssal Hand. If I get a Korrina and I don't get Lucario, bruh. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. I gotta whiff, of course. Had to whiff. Had to whiff. I'm gonna have to go for another Detect then, I guess. Detect! Why are you failing so much? I didn't want to play the Focus Sash either. But, oh my gosh. Yeah, I didn't want to play the Focus. There's no point in playing that. I'd rather use it when I have Lucario in play. So, I'm Double Tails on Detect. And Abyssal Hand doesn't get me a knockout. I'm actually pretty annoyed right now. That's like the worst case scenario. Let's see if they attack me with Greninja or Darkrai, though. Hopefully it's not going to be the Greninja, so I can just take these easy 3 prizes. Okay, good. So we're going to lose a Riolu. Unfortunately, the game doesn't like me and didn't want to give me any heads, which is pretty annoying, not going to lie. Maybe I should have sacrificed Oricorio. We're not really drawing very well, and I don't like it. I don't want to do this because I don't want those 2 to get blowered away, but I kind of got to do what I got to do. Alright, about time. That's a pretty good hand, too. Slap you down. We could do a nice fat Colress here. I mean, at this point, kind of just looking for a counter stadium in my own. Never mind, didn't get there. We can level ball, though, for another Riolu, which I think I'll grab. I could get another Remoraid, maybe. We have Guzma. I'm actually, we win the game next turn, believe it or not. We win the game if he doesn't end me, which, I mean, he does have in his discard pile, but we have Octillery. But either way, if he doesn't end me, we win the game. Lele helps, because that'll help us find Guzma. Acerola isn't bad either if it doesn't get rid of my Focus Sash. Via Seeker isn't terrible either for Colress. Not bad. He's played 1 via Seeker, though, so he's probably going to end me here. We'll see. If he doesn't end me, though, we win the game by just knocking out the Greninja. Also, does he have a laser to KO me? If he can end and KO me, he can prevent him from losing, but we'll see if he has either or. If he has both end and a laser here, he can definitely kind of hurt me a little bit, but Octillery makes this literally end-proof, so it's like an end's not going to really screw me over too much. But it will prevent me from winning this turn. Alright, there's an Ultra Ball. He gets rid of a Sycamore, another N. I couldn't see what he grabbed there because I was checking out his discard pile. I have to stop clicking on the discard pile. I know you guys don't like that, but like, I do. And no N, which means we win unless he plays Red Card or Reset Stamp. He might play Reset Stamp. It's not banned and expanded yet on PTCGO. So he might stamp me here. I don't really care. Well, I mean, if he does, I won't win. But if he does, whatever. We're still in the game, I think. He still has to hit like a laser to knock me out here. And if he doesn't hit it, we can just, you know, scoop. Like, for example, if he does end me, or, well, if he does reset stamp me, we can still probably just find Acerola, find a Scoop Up Cyclone if we can't hit the Guzma combination to KO this thing. Or we can just hit Guzma, can't just beat down, which probably seems better. He could play a Black Market down, actually. That would prevent me from winning. Unless I do draw into what I'm looking for. He's actually just going to go into that Dark GRI. Does that mean he has a knockout? I'm confused. I mean, we just win here, right? If he doesn't have anything, we just kind of win. Alright, that's game. Tis indeed game. I will Ultra Ball, away Acerola, and an Energy. Get that Lucario. Hit him with the blue, shiny Vault Lucario here. Now bring that up. Bring you out. Doesn't matter which one I brought in. Technically, I should have brought in the Focus Sash one, but you know what? I'm a daredevil. That's game. See? You run into dark decks, you just easy wins. Easy wins for the ladder. And as you can see, guys, that is how I was able to get Lillie so quick. Those dark matchups are just so good. Assuming you don't draw badly, because if you draw badly, you're not going to win. But if you do draw well enough, you just win the game because they can't stop the Lucarios. And you're golden. So yeah, that was nice. See you guys, another match with the Lucario deck. We'll keep playing some games here and see what else we can find. Alright guys, here we go. Let's get another game with the Lucario Sash deck. And wait, we found a game right away against a dark deck. So we'll see if we can find another match against another dark deck. No, looks like we're playing against a fire deck, potentially. That's fine. It's not too bad of a matchup, I guess. Like, fire matchups are fine as long as I don't have many Field Blowers. Get rid of your Focus Sash, they can't ever really one-shot you. And you can successfully two-shot them. Alright, we're going to start with a lone Riolu. A bit of a weird hand. Probably going to Ultra Ball here for Remoraid. Could also get Lele, get Korrina, and get Level Ball, and another Riolu. Then I might actually be a little bit better, to be honest with you. We'll see what we're playing against here. Opponent flips over a Dawnwings. Looks like it is going to be a fire deck, but that's fine. Again, without them having many Field Blowers, hopefully, then Focus Sash will let us survive hits and then just finish things off. We'll just have to see how we do here. There is an Ultra Ball for my opponent. They are going to get rid of a Field Blower. Beautiful discard. Yeah, love to see it. And unless they play Dowsing Machine, hopefully that's the only one that they play. Gonna get a Ho-Oh. That can't even one-shot Lucario most of the time. That's pretty good. I'd rather that. I guess, like, I'd probably rather Reshizard, though, because Reshizard, you know, you want to take the 3 prizes, but Ho-Oh, a little more harder to deal with because of that resistance to fighting, so we kind of have to play the 2-shot game against it, which I'm fine with because we have the Focus Sash. You know, we can take a hit from Phoenix Burn and, you know, get Lucario back down and do our thing. See here what my opponent gets. Do they have a turn 1 Kiawe? That's what I'm assuming they're looking for here. They are going to put energy on, and they do indeed have a turn 1 Kiawe. So, if we go for Detect, we can hopefully live the turn here. And this makes me definitely want to get that Korrina going. You know what? Or we could just draw the Korrina. That works too. Alright, we'll get Riolu. Hopefully Level Ball's in the deck it is. And we do have the Remoraid and the Octillery. And Korrina's perfect, because we can actually Korrina next turn for Lucario, potentially. We can then Ultra Ball for the Octillery and maybe do that. I don't know. We'll see. Definitely a good hand. We'll try our luck with Detect, I guess. Bro. Why is Detect failing me so much? That's actually getting on my nerves, bro. Seriously? Like, you gotta get Tails that many times in a row? Even though my opponent probably has a Guzma. Still, though, that is very annoying. I don't know why my Detects aren't working today. And like at the worst times too. It's like it would have been, if we survived, it would have been perfect. My opponent would have probably just went for a Sacred Fire. I guess it doesn't matter. Still, though, a little annoying that the tech failed. They actually need energy here, or a float, or switch something to move that Donwings in the first place. I am a little worried, though, about a Guzma here knocking out my Remoraid, because Octillery is a pretty big focal point of the deck, and if you lose your, and there's the guy, I saw that coming from 50 yards away. It's actually bringing in the other Riolu, though, which is kind of surprising. I don't really know why they did that, but okay. Okay, they only had a Guzma and a Kiawe in there. I was wondering what they would have in there, but it's only those three, or those two. Don't really know why they brought in the Riolu. I guess they're gonna knock me out, but like, still, I don't know what the point of that was. Unless they're still doing Sacred Fire. I gotta assume that they're gonna be playing Phoenix Burn, though. I don't know, that was a weird play. I don't know why they brought in the Riolu and not the Remoraid, if they're gonna knock me out this turn. Don't know what the point of that was, but okay. I'd rather lose Riolu. Yeah, they're gonna Phoenix Burn me. Bit of a weird play for my opponent. Do not know why they chose to do that, but okay. And again, we're just gonna have to hope, you know, we didn't prize, or they don't have another Field Blower. Alright, so we draw here. Sudowoodo. That's good discard bait for Octillery. Okay, so we're gonna get Korrina. Gonna Korrina here for Lucario and Focus Sash. Seems good. And we're gonna need to get another Riolu down this turn too. So, have to be ready for that. We'll Ultra Ball away the end in the Sudowoodo. Get Octillery, and hopefully Octillery draws us into a Brooklet Hill or a Riolu. The odds aren't too bad, so hopefully this does find us what we're looking for. Diancie wouldn't be terrible, but we'd really need a Riolu. Okay, we did get a Riolu, nice. As long as we get another Riolu here, we're good. Because we're going to need to be prepared for that Scoop Up Cyclone play. Might as well play that down, why not? And we'll Core Strike for 100 damage. Or 120, sorry, because the amazing strong energy. My opponent has 70 HP left, and it's up to them to see if they can kill me here. So, if they get Choice Band Energy Field Blower to knock me out, I'm going to cry. I'm actually going to cry if they have all they need to do to kill me here. They already got rid of a Field Blower. I really got to hope they don't have two in the deck. I don't think they'll have two. Please don't have two. Just please don't have two in the deck. That would make me cry. They could honestly do Sacred Fire, though, too, and just not worry about it. Oh, they have a supporter, though. That's kind of rough. I was also hoping they didn't have one. If this seriously gets them a Field Blower, I don't know what to tell you. Because that would be pretty stupid. Because they probably only play two, if at most one. So, like, there's no way they hit a blower off of Cynthia to 6. I swear, man. I actually swear if they got a blower here. I'm actually going to lose my mind. They are getting a couple elixirs, though, which isn't good either. They can build up the other Ho-Oh. Let's see what they do here. If Struck for 1 gives them a Field Blower, too, I might just retire from PTCGO for the remainder of 2019. Okay, good. We are going to survive, and we are good. I'm probably going to do another Korrina, to be honest with you. I don't really see why not. No point of ending them. There's no point of ending him here. Just get another Focus Sash for next turn. Seems pretty good. Get another Riolu, get a Focus Sash. We gotta hope to maybe find Acerola, though, too. That is something we are looking for. We are looking to find Acerola, potentially. If not, we can just beat down, which I'm fine with, too. Because Lucario did his job. If one Lucario can at least take you 4 prizes, you usually can win the game. Alright, we prize an Acerola, and there it is. Another Korrina's pretty good, too. So we'll see if my opponent gets a knockout here. If they do not, we'll just knock him out with Contair Speed down. And then all we have to do is win the game by knocking this out or something, which shouldn't be too hard. But yeah, usually if Lucario can take you, a few prizes, you're good to go. So we'll see if my opponent does have anything here. They might have the energy, potentially, but that's about it, I'm guessing. Again, if they have that Field Blower, I'm going to cry. They've played one already. They need an energy and a Choice Band too. So they're going to need energy, Choice Band, and a Field Blower to knock me out. So that is still asking for quite a bit out of my opponent in order to get there. So we'll see if we get to live here. There's an Ultra Ball, getting rid of a Kiawe and a Float Stone. I'm assuming this will get him a Tapu Lele. No, another Ho-Oh. I guess they don't have Lele in the deck, even though it's not really expensive. Lele has just went down in price. It's actually nuts. Like, that gold Lele is like the only valuable Lele right now to get. All the other Leles are just trash. They're like 1 or 3 packs at most. It's kind of sad. But that's what happens to very expensive. That's what's going to happen to Fuller Dedenne in a couple years. Dedenne is going to be exactly like that. Let's see what my opponent gets here. Let's see. As long as they don't have a Field Blower and a Choice Band, we'll be fine. We'll see if they have it. Nope, they're actually forced to bring in a Oranguru, which is kind of interesting. They're just going to do their Kiawe. Okay, so we knock out the Oranguru, and then they have 1 card left in their hand. I actually like that. I don't know why they wouldn't stay the Dawnwings in the active, considering Dawnwings is very hard to KO, but I'm not complaining, I guess. I actually wouldn't have minded a Guzma right now. That would have been pretty cool. I'm going to touch energy to one of these Riolus, just to maybe build one up. What do I want to do? Do I want to keep the hand, or do I want to just Korrina again? I mean, we can Korrina, might as well. I don't really see why not. Korrina can get us Float Stone Field Blower. Yeah, we'll get the Float, just in case. It doesn't really matter. I could have gone a Focus Sash too, I guess. It wouldn't have been too bad. Oh no, we can't knock out the Oranguru. Right. Nah, whatever. Not a big deal. We don't really need to KO this thing anyways. It's got 20 HP left. Or Oricorio can finish it off. Or Landorus. And we might use Landorus a couple times here. I guess I should have knocked it out. But again, we don't really... Our goal to winning is just by knocking out GX Pokemon. I honestly don't really care if we KO the Oranguru or not. It's not a big deal. Alright, let's see. Do they have a Field Blower and a Choice Band? I'm actually hoping they don't do an overkill damage, because we can keep the Sash if they don't knock me out. That's one of the nice things about Focus Sash. Ooh, they're going to end me to 4. That's fine. We do have the Octillery, so we are basically end-proof. As long as they don't find a Choice Band here and a Field Blower. They do get a Volcanion, though. That does let them get the numbers. It's not good. We did get Acerola and Focus Sash, and more energy. So, at least the end didn't give us like a terrible hand. We kind of got a few good things here. We'll see what my opponent gets, though. Did they find that Field Blower? I gotta really hope they only play 1, man. There's no way they play more than 1. Please tell me they just play 1. Like, it'll just make my life a whole lot easier. Unless they have Faba. Alright, let's see. Did they find an Energy, Choice Band, or a Field Blower? They need the Energy and the Blower to knock me out. So then they can do Steam Up to get the KO here. No, just a Phoenix Burn. Nice. So we keep the Sash. So I can knock him out with Contreras Beatdown. Or I can do the Acerola. Alright, let's do this. Honestly, I'm kind of feeling the Acerola, to be honest with you. Kind of feeling that Acerola play. We'll save the Contreras Beatdown for a potential rainy day. I'm fine with playing the 2-shot game for now. See what Abyssal Hand gives us. Another Riolu. I guess we'll bench that. I mean, not the greatest hand, but whatever. Not having Diancie is kind of sucking. But again, what we can do is maybe set up a Guzma KO play with Diancie and Choice Band on that Volcanion. Yeah, I feel like the Contreras was the better play there. Because, like, I could have went for, like, you know, I could have Contreras them, knocked him out. But, like, the problem is I would get knocked out. And my hand wasn't the greatest. I'd rather wait to do it. My opponent's got 9 cards in their deck now. They've played a lot of energy. They have played a whopping 13 energies already. 13 energies have been played by my opponent. That is pretty nuts. There's a Steam Up. Did they get the knockout? Well, they can't do Phoenix Burn. No, they had the Dawnwings first. Okay, did they get the Field Blower then? I'm actually a little scared of getting KO'd here, not gonna lie. Just because we don't really have the greatest hand to follow back with. So we're doing 170, 190 with Diancie. If we wanted to go Cyclone Kick. I wouldn't mind doing Cyclone Kick to KO this thing, though. If we could draw Guzma, I might do that, to be honest. There's a town map. There's no Field Blower in the prizes. I like to see it. Looks like they are going to go for the KO here. Oh, no. They're not. Okay, we drew another energy. That's not really good. I go out the attach, play the sash, Bizzle hand for 2. Nice, Cynthia. That'll help us. So we're just going to take him out this turn with Contreras and then just Guzma knock this out. That's our game plan. There's Lele to pull that off. Nice. Might as well play down Lando. Actually, doesn't matter. That gives him a free Guzma KO. Doesn't matter, does it? Maybe we should, just in case. No, you know what? I want to keep that bench spot open for Lele. Contreras beat down for a lot of damage. 600 damage. Jeez. Let's see what we prize. Brooklet Hill and Remoraid. Not really looking for those, but we do have game here. Hopefully we just Lele for Guzma. Well, I mean, we don't actually have the exact KO. We need to get a Lucario to actually knock my opponent out. So if we can find like an Ultra Ball or something, that'd be great. Well, it looks like they're actually going to choose to attack me with a heavily damaged Ho-Oh anyway, so it doesn't matter. They have to like Blacksmith to their Volcanion in order to like save them. Nope, they're going to end it at 2. Which is still fine. We have the Octillery in play. We still have an out to this. We still have a few things to do. There's the Guzma. Okay, so if my opponent does decide to retreat, we do have that Guzma. How many VS Seekers have we played? 2. We haven't played a single Juniper yet, though. Like, we have a lot of outs to win. We need to find Ultra Ball. Korrina, a better supporter, assuming they don't retreat into whatever. They're going to Ultra Ball. What do they just get rid of? A Turtonator GX. Now, what are they doing here? Are they going to Phoenix Burr me? Or Sacred Fire? They're obviously going to knock me out, but what else are they going to do? Actually, what are they going to take out the prizes? I think they're going to take Guzma and probably the Float Stone, maybe. If they don't take Float, we could try to blower that Dawn Wings away. That would actually be decent. Because I don't think they have much energy left. They're actually going to Phoenix Burr me. For some reason, I actually don't agree with that. Because if I can blower, if for some reason we don't win the game, I can blower that off. But here's where things are going to get interesting. Is can we find the Lucario to win the game? That's the question. Are we going to hit Lucario here to win? If we don't find Lucario, we won't win here. Okay, that's a slow start. These are going to be 3 important cards, man. Okay, we got the game. We got the game. We almost didn't get there. What I could have done, though, is done Detect. I could just detect it if I didn't get the game there. But yeah, that is the Lucario deck, guys. Focus Sash Lucario is a really good combo. Making Lucario really hard to KO is really, really good. And making it, like, invulnerable is amazing. Lucario-GX, definitely a deck to consider playing on the ladder. As you can see, guys, we beat a Fire deck, which is a decent popular deck because of, you know, how good Fire is right now. Lucario, guys, showing you off there. We played against a deck we wanted to see, which was a Dark deck. So if you guys want to play this deck to grind the ladder, get easy wins for, you know, if you're not at that Float Lillie lead and you want to get that Float Lillie, play this deck and expand it, and you'll expect to win against all those Dark decks, Pikarom, and Zoroark decks you run into. And a showcase there. If you run into like a normal, like, other deck, you can, you know, put up a fight against it. And I have played against Night March multiple times and won with it. So yeah, hope you enjoyed today's Pikachu video, guys. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like on the video. And don't forget to subscribe down below. Time of the road to reaching 6,000 subscribers. Make sure to check out the sponsor card PTCGO down below. And of course, use my discount code LDF. And follow me on Twitter down below too to stay up to date with all my tweets. And I'll see you guys on the PTCGO video. Thanks for watching the video on today's video on my favorite expanded deck right now, Lucario Focus Sash, the ladder grinding deck that I use to get the Float Lillie. So yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.